Hey, coaches for the junior program, welcome. This is Elisa. I hope that you can see this clearly. This is a very quick explanation of how you submit your time and then how you check your time prior to the payroll period. You will see, and I will have a link on a reminder, Coaching Time Card or Coach Time Card Junior Program 2014-15. I've tried to make this as much just click quickly as you can. So let's go through it quickly. Nicole gets to do one for both the junior program and the master's program. She is so lucky. So let's pick on Robin today. Let's say I'm Robin Smith. I'm going to come in here, click on Robin. Here's an explanation of when hours are due and when paychecks, what payday is. This is for our fiscal year that starts October 1st. So I'm going to say that I'm Robin, I worked sometime within this payroll period. I'm going to put in the exact date I worked, and then I'm going to come down here and mark the hours. So I've tried to put them in just half-hour increments all the way up to more than 8 hours. So I'm going to say in this case I worked 2.5. If it's more than 8 hours, please give us something. It doesn't mean that we're concerned about it, but it just means that we need to know for budgeting reasons. Then there's a category. Dan and I keep track of the budget. Different things come out of different budgets. We have 3 budgets: juniors, athletics, and adults. And it can get really crazy, especially trying to let other people like the treasurer know, no, these wages come out of athletics, and this comes out of juniors, and this comes out of adult or masters. So I'm going to say this is a coached practice. For regattas, events, camps, and clinics, please tell us which one. Believe it or not, we track by individual regatta. So we have to have the monies incoming in specific to, say, Head of the American, and then the wages going out specific to Head of the American, plus any other expenses such as trailering, blah, blah, blah. The reason is we need to make sure that we're recouping the money for regattas as we have planned. Choose one of the, so you type that in if you need to. If it is something specific, if it's just coached hours, then I don't need to type anything in. Choose one of the options below. We don't have a way for you to sign, so we ask you to either say, I'm verifying the accuracy, this is my signature, or please contact me. Maybe something's up and you're like, I don't know if I put this in the right category. I don't necessarily need to figure it out right this second, but before Dan turns in the payroll, he's going to have to look at that and say, oh, okay, I need to contact that person. 100%, I'm done. I made it. Oops, this is a required question. Yes, I'm signing it. And I'm submitting it. Right after this, I can go right to another response. So let's say you're submitting for the week. Go back in. Do October 2nd, then October 3rd, October 4th, whatever it is you need to do. Edit your response. You can click here right now. What you're going to find is the form comes up again, but I'm going to show you where you can edit if it's not right this second and you want to go back and look maybe at what you've entered for the entire period just prior to it all being submitted for payday. Okay, let's take a look. Now this is interesting. This doesn't have anything to do with you, but I did some phony entries earlier, and even though I deleted them, notice it's put Robin down. You probably can't see it on line 3. That's no big deal, but just know if there's a blank, it may be that I was fooling around with it. So timestamp is when Robin put it in. Here's Robin's name that I'm phoning up for her. Payroll, this is the payroll period, the actual date of work, the actual hours worked. This is where if you said anything about it being over 8 hours, that text will be here. Coached practice, I'll get this to wrap around before you see it. It just falls in line. If it's regatta, it falls within the category. These color coordinations mean it comes out of different budgets, and that's for our use. If you were to continue to look to your right, you're going to see there's the additional information. I'm verifying the accuracy, etc., etc. Yours will not sort, like Robin's won't all be together. They're going to come in based on whatever time the person put them in. So you may have to look and scroll down through Kelsey's and Nicole's so that Robin can see her next date. Please be careful with this, the edits you make. If you edit somebody else's, you have changed somebody else's time. So just don't do this when you're tired. Take a look at it, be careful at what you do, and everything will be fine. No big deal. We can go back and get it, but we won't necessarily notice that until someone sends up an alarm like, oh, someone wrote over all my pay time. So you will, as I mentioned, you'll be receiving a reminder from me every time that's humanly possible for me to send. But if it were me, I would save the links I'm going to send you so that you can get to it independently without me. Thanks, you guys. Talk to you later.